Inside Ag on KTVB is sponsored by the Idaho Farm Bureau Federation, empowering Idaho agriculture.
But we still have to farm. We still have to plant something, because if we're not planting anything, we're not having any income coming in. So
we are now in a statewide drought emergency. State water officials declared that after a warm, dry winter left Idaho short on snow.
Cooper Morgan talked to local farmers all about this. Cooper, they have to be worried about the drought, right?
Well, Justin, I think we're all concerned about what the drought means for the future. But for farmers, their livelihoods are at stake. For one multi-generation farmer, the big question is, how severe will this summer be? Richard Durant knows nothing else.
I've been farming my whole life. I mean, my grandparents came up here in '47. We're still on the same piece of property that they bought then.
But in all his years, this one sticks out.
This is probably one of the worst water years ever. And I mean, I personally been very worried as we're going through.
He's seen 10 Mile go from a dirt road to a bustling thoroughfare. Houses sprouting up like weeds, but through it all, a constant concern.
It's the mainstay of the lifeblood of Idaho. Without water, I mean, our forefathers had the vision to be setting up a reservoir dam system.
Like many farmers across southwest Idaho, Durant doesn't rely on wells. His water starts as mountain snowpack, stored in reservoirs and released into a network of canals that deliver irrigation water to farms throughout the Treasure Valley. When snowpack is low, less water flows through those canals. When the canal runs dry, the growing season, it ends.
I have to have wheat, barley, I mean, some of these low water use crops, because I could not plant the entire farm to corn and sugar beets and expect to have enough water.
Durant says a dry year like this one means picking and choosing what to grow. Sometimes that decision comes with a price tag itself.
We're anticipating setting aside probably about 20% of our ground that we will not plant anything on.
And this year's concern isn't just about this year. Hydrologists say if we don't get enough precipitation, Idaho could face back-to-back drought years, when reservoirs drop one year and never fully recover the next.
You know, if we have another drought year, it doesn't have to be this bad. It just has to be a drought year. And without carryover, we'll face much deeper shortages.
Back on the ranch, Durant says uncertainty is a given in this profession. He and other growers will just have to persevere.
And so we just roll, and hopefully we're making the right calls, because we don't know really what the weather's going to do in a week, and maybe there'll be some good timely rains in summer and fall that'll be helpful.
Water managers expect reservoirs could be drawn down as early as May, when they're normally used more heavily in July or August. They say a cool, wet spring could help by reducing irrigation demand and adding more water back into the system, allowing reservoirs to last longer through the summer. But guys, just kind of crazy weather overall.
Yeah, I mean, we got a nice injection this week.
That's nice, yeah, but man, it was so dry for so long.
Yeah.
Man. Cooper, thank you for that. Stick around.